How
Truly.
do I stay there? I feel as if I
No
don't
one-
find a way quick.
no one-
I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
No one ever does stay in the vortex nonstop because you're out there living life. You're going to see things. You don't want to put blinders on, and you don't want to stop engaging with the people that you love just because they're out of the vortex. In other words, the majority, 100% of politics is out of the vortex. You want to stop thinking about it altogether? In other words, you can't, you want to be a part of this world. You want to be able to observe. And so don't hold an unnatural standard that I'm going to get in the vortex and I'm always going to be in the vortex. You don't have to always be in the vortex. Just be aware of it and do your best. Here is the easiest way to go about this. Notice when you're in and try to milk it a little bit. Just notice when you're in and try to milk it a little bit. That's why Esther's begun playing the game. These are 10 things I love about this. Just now in the break room, Esther said, 10 things I love about this room. Somebody really took care to make this nice for us. Somebody brought beautiful things for us to look at. There are lovely sofas for us to sit on. The light is so soft and comfortable. I'm so comfortable sitting here in my body. Someone brought water for us to drink. In other words, just looking for a reason to feel good in the moment that you are in a moment, you see, milking it. They'll be at a restaurant and Esther will say, look at this place. What is it that makes us feel so good in this space? And Jerry will say, maybe it's the fragrance of the food. And Esther will say, maybe it's this beautiful white tablecloth. They'll say, maybe it's these beautiful pictures that somebody has gathered. Why do we feel so good? Why do we feel so good? That's what you want to start noticing. Even if you only feel a tiny little bit good. Why do I feel just a tiny little bit good here? What is it about this that feels good to me? What is it why do I feel good about being chosen from a room of over 1,000 people, called forward when there are hands up all over the room? Why do I feel good about that? Because my question was strong and my light was bright and my vortex is spinning, and because it was the perfect alignment, because my desire was stronger than my resistance. That's why I feel good in this moment. You see?
Yes. Thank you so much.
And this is the most important thing. Don't try to fake it till you make it, in the sense that you're making it up. In other words, don't try to force it through words. Feel it through energy. And when the energy feels like it's moving, then just go with the flow of that, you see. It's like if someone offers you a compliment, do you bathe in it? Do you bask in it? Do you open to it? Or do you go, oh, no, 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 no. In other words, let it wash over you. Try to hear it. Let the universe love you in the way that it is all day, every day, you see. Do you know that you have trillions of cells in your physical body? And every one of them is consciousness. And the cells of your body, you should have seen yourself when you first started out. It was such a little glob, a smear, a real mess.
Yes.
If you had looked at that little mess, you couldn't tell the nose from the liver, from the gizzard. Oh, no, not a gizzard. There's no gizzard. Just a little yucky, mucky smear of cellular intelligence that knew exactly what to do to come to this magnificent being that you are. And the intelligence of those cells is still there, the intelligence of those cells. So when something happens in your physical body and that the cells of that particular part of your body, you see, we've been talking about step 1, step 2, step 3. The contrast causes you to ask, and then source answers, and then you line up with it. That's true of a genius human creator like you, but it's also true of a one-celled organism. The evolution of all species is about exactly that, you see. So the trillions of cells in your body are consciousness, each knowing exactly what to do. So when something gets out of whack, they know what they don't want and know what they do want, so they send a vortex version, a cellular vortex version of wellness forward. And source energy actualizes all around it, you see. But when you worry, when you let something bother you, when you look at some evidence of it, then you don't allow yourself to be a cooperative component. The cells of your body are allowing themselves to be a cooperative component. So then when you quiet your mind, when you stop, do you ever meditate?
I try.
Let us give you a really good key to meditation. Meditation is so much simpler than people think that it is. Meditation is simply putting your brain on pause for a moment. It's slowing down the thought process. Because if you're able to stop thought, then you stop resistant thought. And when you stop resistant thought, you go right into the vortex. So find something to focus upon. Find a sound. Esther likes it, especially when she's in a hotel, which they always are. She listens for some sound that's steady in the room, like an air conditioner condenser. Something that's consistently there. She'll crank the air conditioner down real low so she knows it'll stay on. And then she just isolates a sound in it and focuses on it, because she can't focus upon anything else while she's focusing upon that. And then sometimes she'll try to discover what that note was. And for a while she'll hold it audibly. And then she'll just hold that note in her mind. And what she notices is she can't think about that note and anything that's been bothering her at all. And as she releases the resistance, she feels the vibration of her being raising, you see. Now the benefit of that to you is that when you allow your resistance to subside and your alignment and allowing to be what's dominant, now you're not in the way of the requests of those cells. They're asking, Source is answering, and you're finally out of the way, you see. Not taking score, don't go running for the next physical acknowledgement of it. In other words, get into that vortex in that attitude of trust and faith, and let the universal forces and source energy bathe you in that energy of well-being. And what you'll begin to discuss. And don't take score. Don't take score. Don't take score. Don't take score. And before you know it, you'll notice that not only are you not worried about that, when we visit with people who are just in the process of getting a hold of their thoughts and a hold of their vibration and working to think thoughts that feel better, we always say, if you've got a manifestation that's bothering you, then it's extra hard because the manifestation's right there in your face, and it's hard not to notice it. But if you have heard what we have said, it doesn't matter. You could have every deadly disease known to man, and we would still say to you, there is not a reason for you to not come into full alignment with your well-being, because you've been asking and Source has answered, and all you have to do is figure out how to stop blocking that energy, you see. So have more fun, take more walks, listen to more music, meditate if you can. And when you catch yourself in a negative thought, and this is the thing that we want you to hear more than all other things put together, say to yourself, no big deal. It's all right. It's where I am. This too shall pass. I know what I'm doing. I'm making my way. It's going to get better and better. I'm thriving on many fronts. Things are good in my life in this way and this way and this way. The energy of well-being is surrounding me. I can feel it at times. When you slumber, when you finally go to sleep, the cells of your body really get a wonderful respite. They really do. But your conscious, awake alignment is much more powerful. Much, much more powerful. So just be playful about it and easy about it. Have we convinced you that it's no big deal?
Yes.
Have we convinced you that you can do it? Have we convinced you that you are doing it?
Yes.
In other words,
yes.
you do it often. Often you're in the vortex. You just want to be aware and just hang around there longer. And don't freak out when you leave. It's all right. You can go back anytime that you want. It's not going anywhere.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Further back, you're the one. We feel trouble, go back.